Okay, so I wanted to show you guys the new Petzl Swift RL headlamp. The guys over at Petzl sent it to me. They asked me to review, so here it is. So first thing you're gonna notice, it's 900 lumens on the max setting. That's 500 lumens more than their predecessor, the Active Core, in this kind of size of headlamp. And the next thing you'll notice, it has the reactive lighting. Due to the reactive lighting on it now, you no longer have the red light, which the Active Core had. But USB rechargeable, real quick, some of the features. You got the rechargeable battery. It has an indicator light, which is really nice. This now has a lock where the Active Core didn't. And then real quick, we're gonna look at the burn times as well. So I'm gonna put a chart up that compares this to the Active Core for those people who might be like, well, I have the Active Core now, do I want this? Or if they're trying to decide between the two. Since this reactive doesn't matter, I will point out at 450 lumens on the Active Core, it only goes 90 meters for 2 hours. So you're gonna get 100 lumens more and 20 meters more on the max power and the standard setting on this, which is really nice. 2 hours of reserve time as well. So some great burn times, and I haven't noticed with the extra lumens that I'm charging the headlamp that much more than, let's say, my Active Core that I had. It's been about the same what you'd expect out of any headlamp. So here's the headlamp itself. Super nice looking headlamp, strap as well. So you've got your reactive indicator, then you got your battery life here. You click through the different settings, and the one thing I'd like to see is you got to click through all of them to get it off. I'd like to see some way you could press it and hold it, but pressing and hold it changes it from reactive to standard lighting. And then you've got your lock right here. You just kind of slide it over and it locks. So you have that. The strap itself is one of my favorite features. Besides the lock, it's super thick and padded here, and it's got like a micro fleece, so it's really nice against the skin. I have had this guy in the back when I adjust it. I've had it loosen up, not on me, but when it's like that, I put it in my bag for the night and then I pick up the next day, this thing always seems to kind of slide back. So I wish that thing would hold a little bit better. Small little detail. So the big thing that this has is the old headlamps used to pivot in the bottom, which had a very limited range. Only could go down. This pivots in the center now, so when you wear it on your neck, like they show on the side of the box, you can tilt this thing all the way up. And at that point there, it's pretty far up. And then if you want to point it down, you get this range of motion down. So the range of motion on this is great. One thing I want to see is they make brackets for their, let's say, the Tikas and the Active Cores and things like that, where you can pull the headlamp off the actual unit, off the bracket, and you put it on an additional bracket that mounts it onto, let's say, into a helmet or onto your handlebars on your mountain bike. I'd love to see one for this because I've used this mountain biking strapped to my helmet and it works, but I'd rather just take the unit itself. And it's been great, but I'd love to see this, those accessories that the other ones have. So, like I said, the only things I have, which I wish you didn't have to flip through it, and the guy in the back. But lighting itself, it's been great. I've used it, like I said, on the mountain bike, and I've used it just a standalone by itself, no other lighting system, and it's been great. Went out for a great 2-hour ride, and it lasted the whole time. And I've used it some walks for the dog. Haven't really gotten any long distance hikes with it because of COVID. And like I said, I'm not charging it more than I would, let's say, my Active Core. It's been about the same standard amount of time between charges. But the lighting itself is amazing. I mean, 900 lumens, it blows you away. You feel like, you've got one of these giant, super flashlights you see on those infomercials. But overall, I'm super impressed with it. The USB is right there in the bottom. You don't have to take the battery out. There's no opening it. That's another really great feature that I love. Makes it simple. You can just plug it in. And said overall, it's been amazing, and small few changes that I would make, but I'm impressed. And like I said, the burn times are great. If you're looking for a new headlamp or a stocking stuffer for somebody, this thing is definitely should be on the top of your list. But check it out. You can go to petzl.com. Again, it's the Swift RL, and check it out. All right, thanks for watching, guys. If you liked it, hit that like button down the bottom and subscribe, and appreciate it.